All right, cool.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Coach Alvarez here, Alvarez Jiu Jitsu in Arlington, Texas. I got a student with me, Mr. Dorsey here, and he continues to inspire me a lot with his work ethic and his dedication and commitment to his training and some other things. And so we just finished up a great 6 a.m. class. What time is it? At 7:20. So I asked him to just stick around for a few minutes to kind of share kind of some of the things that he does, and it's a continuation from another video we did earlier, because when we do that last video, like a year or so ago, about a year ago, where he lost, he had just started and then he had lost about 30 pounds. So I want him to share with you guys, for anyone out there that doesn't think you have time to commit to taking care of yourself and bettering yourself. He's a great example of that you do have time, you can make the time. So you just told me that you got off of work. How many hours did you do?
I did 10 hours.
10 hours today. So instead of going home and just going to sleep, well, what's the mindset of like that and then like coming to class?
Well, going home and going to sleep would feel really good, but I wouldn't feel really good when I woke up. I know I need to. Jiu-Jitsu's been, changed my life a whole lot, and it gets to a point where if I don't come in during the week, or if I don't come in, when I know I can, if I, let myself be weak and go home and go to sleep when I know I can push through and get some work in, it throws off everything.
Throws off everything.
Throws off everything.
Yeah. So tell us a little story. So you got out of work, you did 10 hours, and then you stopped at the gas station, got some coffee.
Yeah, I was, finished my shift. I didn't get that much sleep yesterday. I was a little tired, decided to stop and get some coffee before I came in, and, I was put it on top of my car to get my keys out of my pocket, and gust the wind, hand of fate, decided to dump it out all over me, so I ended up wearing it, and, they woke me up that way, little first-degree burns to wake you up, and covered in coffee. So
that's one way of doing it. So that could be another reason to go home, right? That could have been like, oh man, I spilled coffee on myself, and so you just sucked it up and just said, hey.
Went ahead and changed clothes. Like, I got to get in. I'm gonna be smell a little bit like coffee when I roll in there, but hey, whatever. I'll put on the gi and they'll work. They'll work for it. So
when we talked to you last time, we did the video last time, like I said, you lost about 30 pounds-ish. So where are you at now as far as weight loss?
I've lost about 70 pounds now. So.
About 70 pounds?
Yes, sir.
For those that didn't know, he changed his eating habits up a lot. When we first met him, he had a hard time doing the exercises in here. Obviously, he was 70 pounds heavier, but it was a lot of fast food that he ate. And then, so you do these 10-hour shifts, these 12-hour shifts. I heard you say something about 14-hour shifts. How do you prepare for those kind of shifts with what you eat? You go out and eat, or you take your own foods?
No, I have a lunch bag. I'll take my own foods. I usually eat before I go in. I'll eat a meal, and then I have my lunch bag, and I'll usually either have depending on where I'm working on whether I have access to a microwave or not, I might prepare some chicken and such like that in some Tupperware and take it with me, or in addition to it, if it's a longer shift, I'll also bring some protein drinks and such like that, little Greek yogurt, little almond milk, some protein powder, and bring that on and drink that for a snack or something like that, and a couple bananas in there, and just roll with it like that.
Okay. Now, is it a little bit of work, obviously, to prepare all that stuff, or could it be like, it's like I got to do all this and go to work, or like, yeah, I'll just go eat something. I hear a lot of people say, well, it's a lot of work to meal prep, to get ready, but the benefits, is it worthwhile?
It's yeah, absolutely. If for nothing else, one, it's health-wise, yeah, it's a heck of a lot better for you, and it's worth a little bit extra time. And I work 6 days a week, so I don't have much free time, but that's worth it for one, and for two, it's expensive to eat out all the time.
Expensive to eat out.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 12-hour shifts. you got to eat a few times during those 12-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts. So yeah, that money adds up. So you also said you work 2 jobs?
I work 2 jobs, yeah.
Okay, so kind of explain that a little bit. Like how does that work? How does your shifts work or your schedule works?
I work at a hospital. I work there from usually 6:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And I have a new job that I'm starting that I'm working that I'm going to be working Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and those are going to be from about 4 in the afternoon. Going to be 2 in the afternoon to 4 in the morning. And so, and they said, if they have to run over, then might stay longer.
Stay longer, yeah. So it turned into a 12, 14-hour longer shift. So again, that's why I asked him to kind of share his story a little bit. So he's got 2 jobs, working 10, 12, 14-hour shifts. He still makes the time to come in because of the importance to his health, because and the amount of weight that he's lost. Oh, and you were on diabetic medication?
I was, and not anymore, thanks to jiu-jitsu.
Okay. Yeah. So he's saving himself. He's adding years on his life for that, because he's a lot healthier, saving money in his pocket because of the medications that he's no longer having to pay for. So there's a lot of benefits to putting in that extra work to take care of yourself. The meal prepping, finding time to do something physical to take care of yourself. Jiu-jitsu is a lot more than just, arm bars and chokes and that kind of thing. It's about, being healthy, taking care of yourself, because, you do 10, 12-hour days. There's got to be some stress in there that you have to relieve if you're not doing anything physical. You just can't go to work, do those kind of shifts, and then just call it a day and then not take care of yourself. You got to find some time, because there is time to take care of yourself. Is super important, and that's what we're big on here at Alvarez Jiu Jitsu. Is I'm big on, and I'm on my students about their health and their well-being. Okay, this is a lot more, like I said, than just teaching some techniques, some moves on how to, choke and armbar people, especially with the kids as well. It's about taking care of yourself, your health, your nutrition, everything, so that you can live longer, better, healthier, and everything else. So how long have you been training?
It's a little over 2 years now.
So a little over 2 years.
Yes, sir.
So another quick thing, I think it was last week, you were helping your mother move?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he told me ahead of time, hey, coach, look, you probably only see me once this week. It's probably the only day I'm going to be able to make it in. I got to work, got the 2 jobs, I got to help my mom move, but I got to get it in. So that kind of mindset of, I got to get it in, I got to stick to the discipline, I got to get the work in, is huge, because it travels, it goes into other parts of your life. So I have so many students, or just people that I run into, and I just kind of talk about things, and I ask, how they're doing, or, and one of the biggest things is I don't have time. I don't have the time. I'm too busy. I'm this, I'm that. He's a great example of, again, working 2 jobs, 10, 12, 14-hour shifts, and still making the time to come in. He worked all night, didn't go home, could have went home, instead came to jiu-jitsu even after spilling coffee on himself, got to work, and you see how sweaty he is. He's in great shape now. He can do all the rounds, where before he couldn't even do a few minutes in the first round, couldn't do the exercises. He's 70 pounds, lighter, healthier, and everything else. So if you're out there, you're trying on the fence of, should I do it, should I not do it, you got to get in here or do something else for yourself. If it's not going to be jiu-jitsu, you got to pick up something physical to take care of yourself, help relieve the stress, take care of yourself, take care of your body, and it's important to you and the people around you, because it's you. You want to have the people around you see that you're doing good. And of course, if you're not taking care of yourself, I have students all the time, you can see it, and they're, the way they carry themselves is just, you can tell they could be doing better and they're just not. So big ups to Mr. Dorsey here. I really appreciate your time sharing that story with me, and I look forward to just watching this guy continue to improve, not only in his jiu-jitsu, but his health and everything else. Again, he inspires me, because that's just, it's a lot to see a guy come in, do 10 hours, and then just make it in, and just, that's one of our mottos here at the school, is just no excuses. And Great example of that. Okay, you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.